I love my 997 Turbo 6-speed to death, and most of the internet does it as well, but there's been one reoccurring theme, one problem, if you will. Almost everyone hates the wing, even though there are a few exceptions. To be fair, I like the wing. Is it what I would have chosen? No, but if you guys don't remember, this wing came with the car. And the reason I haven't changed it until now is because these things are insanely expensive used. They're anywhere between $2,000 and $5,000, and that's without working hydraulics. When I bought the car, it came with a ton of unknown parts, and one of those parts was this GT3 RS replica wing.
If this is a wing, I'm going to be freaking pumped. Ooh, it is.
At the time, the car simply needed a deck lid, engine cover, and wing. And I had already spent all my money on the car, so whatever came with it, well, that's what was going to go on the car.
Now I know what all of you are thinking. The wing. Probably going to get a lot of hate on the wing. Here's the thing about the wing. It came with the car. You know how much these things are? Like a factory turbo rear hatch engine cover thing. They're like $4,500. And that's probably without a working hydraulic spoiler system. That's what's getting put on it. That doesn't mean at a later point in time I couldn't upgrade it to something else, but I think this might look cool. I now realized I installed the wing backwards. Well, that looks way better.
The short of the long is I chassis swapped the car, got it running and driving and painted, and here's the end result. And I'm still really happy with it. I'm just a nerd for electronics.
Go over here and we just tap the button.
Something that I think is so cool in all vehicles that offer it are active aero, and I've never owned anything that had active aero, probably never thought I would, but now that I own a car that came with it from the factory, I really want it back. The only problem with this is
the factory hydraulic system fails. They all do it, and you're left with a leaky mess.
This is all wet with oil.
And it's expensive as hell to get replaced at the dealership. It's like $5,000.
It's leaked oil for quite some time. You can see it's very dirty, very oily.
So the first step is finding a trunk and wing itself. We'll worry about the working part of it later.
I am at least like 80% sure that everyone is going to absolutely love what's in this box. That is some sweet packaging.
The nice gentleman I bought this off of did an excellent job packaging it, but as you'll see in just a bit, it didn't even matter.
Oh yeah, I finally caved in, guys.
Finally, what all my subscribers have been waiting for, a mint condition OEM wing to go on my car.
It's awesome. I'm so excited to get this on there. Until I looked closer and, well, FedEx decided to not take care of this at all. They probably freaking chucked it off the end of the box because it's broken in numerous places.
The seller packaged this thing really nicely, so there's no excuse for FedEx to have mishandled this thing so badly that it's cracked in like 4 places.
Now this isn't exactly catastrophic damage. This stuff can be fixed. I just wanted to simply drop it off at the body shop and have it painted, but of course that's not how this is gonna go. This car was 100% a pipe dream of mine, and the only way I could afford this car is, well, because it was crashed. I certainly couldn't afford a $100,000 997 Turbo, at least not on my budget.
No freaking way.
And if you guys are mechanic savvy, perhaps you should take a look at crash examples of cars that you want to save yourself money. And a good way to do that is with Auto Bidmaster.
And they're giving you guys a $50 discount with code MATT50ROSS or by clicking the link in the description box.
And luckily for me and luckily for you, you don't have to be a dealer to bid on cars on online auctions. Auto Bidmaster makes it really easy. They've also been doing it for over 15 years. And they also have 4 different membership options. And they have a built-in ClearVin vehicle history report, which can help you buy a used vehicle or crashed vehicle with confidence. They also provide nationwide and international shipping from their website, which makes the delivery process even easier. And if you're worried about all the documents and paperwork included in this kind of thing, AutoBidmaster has worry-free document management and delivery.
And don't forget about the $50 discount by using the link in the description box or discount code MATT50ROSS.
I'll have a link down there for you to get your discount and for you to search for your next project.
I was able to get this wing through one of the Facebook 997 groups, and a big shout out to you guys, especially people like Jose Martinez. He was pumped and helped me find one of these, and I couldn't be more excited to get it installed. Before assessing all the damage and getting to work on fixing the damage, I needed to disassemble this entire trunk, and there's a lot of pieces to this thing. And if you didn't notice, this doesn't have the factory hydraulics at all, because of course they stopped working long ago. It has adjustable fixed wing uprights, which are pretty cool, and it's a good solution in my opinion. Now, is that what I'm going to go with in the end of this video? I guess you'll have to wait and see.
I think the wing is undamaged, so that's good at least. Still waiting for that sponsorship spray away. Just saying. Wonder if I can save the sticker. Yeah. I gotta put this somewhere and keep it nice. I'm not sure how to do that.
I'm pretty sure between myself and the body shop we can fix all the damage to this trunk, but the first thing I have to do is start grinding it down and seeing how bad these cracks are. I'm pretty far from being good at bodywork, that's for sure. But I would like to get better, and I'm going to save myself some money by saving the body shop some time by trying to fix these cracks myself. And they'll, of course, do the final bodywork. And I think I have a good idea of how to do it.
You can see just how much flex is in here. Yeah, so I'm going to flex it back, fill it all with JB weld, and then I'm going to try to actually cinch it together as well, rather than just letting it come back to rest. I think that's going to make for a really strong bond and a good repair. I think that should work pretty nicely.
That's a good start on the biggest crack, but what about all the other ones? This section here was probably the trickiest because it was missing an entire chunk. So I recreated the corner of the trunk with JB Weld, but I'll let the body shop worry about the finish work.
Now I have to figure out a way to fit all this in my car. I'm not sure it's possible. Oh yeah, no problem.
I loaded up the trunk, the wing, and a piece of the old wing for the body shop to color match, and Viola, here it is. It looks fantastic. I gotta say, I'm really excited to get this installed. Thankfully, all those spots that I fixed look great. The body shop did a phenomenal job. I mean, it's the same guy that did the tow mirrors on my truck and did the front end paint match and all that. So I knew it was gonna look really good, and it does. And the paint match is perfect as well. While my JB Weld fix might not have looked the prettiest, the body shop made sure it looked perfect. And this thing looks fantastic inside and out, and I simply cannot wait to get it on the car. Now, I'm not going to install the mounts, the strut mounts, if you will, that actually hold the wing up. That's for a very special reason. On my GT3 RS replica wing, I was missing a lot of these parts. I didn't realize they were supposed to be a seal top and bottom, and I also didn't have a light in it. So this is definitely going to be a more complete OEM look, and I'm really excited to see it all complete and together. These carbon air ducts are from Rennline, and I absolutely love them. I do mount them a little differently. I don't like the plastic push pins, so what I did in my old wing and I'm doing in the new wing, I'm drilling out where those factory plastic pins would be so I can fit an M6 riv nut. And then I use a nice stainless steel screw, and it's a much more secure way to fasten these. Plus, it looks better. All the parts are installed on the trunk mostly, including the Rennline carbon fiber inlet ducts, which I absolutely love. But now, it's time to say goodbye. I do believe, unfortunately, now we have to say goodbye to the GT3 RS wing. You were a good wing, you did no wrong wing, but the internet hated you. The end of an era. These threads definitely need chased from the paint. The wing is in the way of me chasing the threads. Removing the trunk made it a little bit easier to chase all 4 of those threads, and afterwards I could get it mounted and bolted in. That's much better. Now, I did not spend a lot of time making the fit and finish of this perfect. I have the gaps decent, but I'll work on those a little bit later. That's not the important part of this video. That's coming up next. You guys didn't really think I was doing all this work to not have a functional wing, right? This is the E-Ram by Renkit, and it replaces all the factory hydraulics with reliable electric motors. It works 100% like factory and throws no codes. The factory hydraulics aren't that different than middle-aged men, if you know what I mean. You guys know as you get older, it's more difficult to get it up and for it to go up as far as it used to go. It also doesn't get as hard So the wiring for this kit isn't too complicated or hard. The only problem is I don't believe I have the other side of this connector. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I do have the connectors. I can get rid of this whole line. Oh, that's awesome. That just like made my day. Guys, I'd be lying if I said I just didn't spend the last 30 minutes trying to unhook this. And I ended up breaking this old connector because it just would not come off. But luckily I've got this one. This is the old micro switch. I don't need that anymore, but I do need the wiring. Almost perfect. Sit in this T-clamp here, which is not a big deal to move. Nice.
If you're scared of wiring, don't be. This job is really easy and comes with everything you need. There's only a handful of wires that you actually have to splice together. The wiring includes using the micro switch wiring to connect to a new microcontroller and then running one additional wire down to the O2 sensor connector. And all this wiring is to ensure that there are no warning lights on the dash and that everything works just like factory.
Found this leftover light. This is probably a little brighter and a little nicer than this one. Oh yeah, it's way brighter.
The only thing I'm missing now is that plastic cover that would go where the factory hydraulic ram would go. If anyone has one of those and can sell it to me, please let me know. I'd love to buy it.
Now, of course, it's not going to be as easy as just firing the car up and hitting the button because the Durametric has the spoiler turned off. That was from the previous owner, but obviously it made sense because I also didn't have the hydraulics hooked up. So I got to dig out the laptop and do some programming. I also have to get these off of here. Also, if anybody wants this old standoff kit where you can just make it permanently one position, let me know. I'll send it to you super cheap. See, if you look right now, nothing happens. Doesn't light up, nothing comes up on the dash. It just simply doesn't do anything. Spoiler function, not active. Let's make that active. All right, not sure what that'll do. Oh my God, it's working. Well, that was a little too easy. Dude, I'm such a nerd for stuff like this. This is so cool. That's that with the computer. Oh, do I gotta pull these out too? I feel like I do. That's more like it. Oh, yes, I'm so excited. Oh, it looks so sweet. And of course, I dropped the one screw, so now I gotta take who knows what apart to find it. I hope it's somewhere in there. Oh boy, I don't see it. Well, that means it's somewhere in the engine bay, so that's wonderful. Nope, boys, that thing is gone. I have not a clue where that went. Since I don't see it immediately, there's absolutely no way I'm gonna find it. Oh, I gotta order a new screw. That's awesome. Good job, Matt. I did find this, so this will at least work for now. Oh, that's so sweet. Back everything I took off trying to find the bolt that is hereby gone forever. Oh, did you? What? Never mind. Where did, I just heard it. Where did it go? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. There it is. Oh boy. I don't know how that wound up being in there. Don't drop it this time. There we go, boys. I can't tell you exactly why, but there's something so cool looking about this engine bay and this deck lid now. With all the gadgets and all the gizmos and the carbon fiber, it's so cool. That is like one of the coolest things I've done to this car. And it's factory, sort of. Now it's time to take it out for a test and make sure it works and goes up and down automatically. But, spoiler alert, we ran into some other unexpected problems. Fun bonus fact, now I can see out of my rear view mirror. It wasn't terrible before, but there was obviously like a big wing in the way. Now I think this wing should pop up around 70 miles an hour, something like that. So we're gonna find out if it does it automatically and if it goes back down automatically, which it's all supposed to do. And all signs point to it's going to do exactly that. If you can't tell by my face here, there was something wrong. Merging onto the highway. Oh, crap. It's doing that thing again where the brakes are sticking. I hope I have an 11mm wrench with me. Why is it doing that? That's freaking annoying. This is fun. Thankfully, I've got an 11 with me. See, why? I don't know why it's doing that. Brake fluid should never squirt out of the calipers unless someone is pressing on the pedal. The front brakes were locked up so badly, even if I didn't touch the brakes, the car came to a stop on its own. And last time this happened, I smoked my clutch. I'm glad I have this kit. Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to drive without the brakes. Beats me while it's doing that. It hasn't done that since I first got this car back together. Oh yeah, we're moving good now without sticking. The calipers were no longer sticking, but I knew as soon as I hit that brake pedal, it was gonna happen again, so I avoided it at all costs. Now I just need people to get out of the way so I can hit 70 miles an hour. It came up on its own. Sweet. Great success. Oh, that thing looks friggin' sweet. Oh, I gotta hit the brakes. Oh boy. All right, please don't lock up brakes. I think they're getting tight again. Yep, they sure are. Hey, but the wing went back down on its own, so I know that works. Now the rest of the car, I don't know. Not only are the brakes acting up, but now I just got to check engine light. That's awesome.